The value of the UKGBC to the built environment, and particularly BAM, is that it harnesses the whole industry together to tackle the issue of embodied carbon, of circularity, of operational carbon.
There are three main reasons why Lloyds is partnering on the Advancing Net Zero programme. The first is the unrivaled convening power of UKGBC to bring industry together on these topics. The second is the ability to collaborate across disciplinary lines to address these challenges, which are multidisciplinary in their nature. And the third is the programme's outputs very clearly align to what our colleagues and clients are saying are the important topics that they're wrestling with on their pathway to net zero.
One of the biggest challenges to the industry is probably standardisation and a common approach to how we deliver net zero in the built environment. There's a lot of guidance out there, there's a lot of different approaches that everyone is taking, so there's an ability for this programme to really standardise that approach.
The framework definition has helped the industry in planning and design because it has set a simple template for how to approach a net zero carbon project. It created a framework because there wasn't one in the industry.
CBRE is seeing portfolios declare net zero targets. Consequently, we'll see investors looking to buy net zero assets, or at least assets with net zero attributes, over the next 10 years as we head towards 2030, when they're starting to realise those targets, which will hence drive up the value of those assets.
Engineers really need to start by challenging the brief. They need to think about what the whole life carbon impact should be for a project, benchmarked against what the industry says the science-based target should be, and then bringing deep insights into the art of the possible.
The residential sector has a key role in achieving net zero. Like all sectors, we need to work together, but residential needs to understand how we can achieve it in our new buildings so that we can then learn the lessons and then apply those lessons to our existing housing stock and retrofit them.
Our programme partners span a wide range of sectors and represent the voice of the industry. And by ensuring that the entire value chain is represented, we know that we have the knowledge and skills amongst the partners to tackle some of the key challenges and barriers currently facing the industry.
When Rockwell engages with industry groups, it tends to be very much product manufacturers talking to other product manufacturers, and you don't get that sort of broader range of views, of experiences, of insight. So it's really valuable for Rockwell to be a member of the UK Green Building Council to get those different perspectives from other parts of the building supply chain.
The reason why Grosvenor are continuing to support the ANZ programme is because we've seen over the last 4 years the impact it's already had in trying to address some of the trickiest challenges in the built environment sector. And the ANZ programme has been really useful in terms of bringing together best practice targets for companies to follow, both in that kind of design construction phase but also that operational phase.
In the UK, 80% of the buildings that will exist by 2050 already exist. Therefore, it's really, really key that we look at commercial retrofit as a key part to how we progress towards net zero.
Carbon pricing is important because it helps investors and it helps the public understand the currency of carbon in a way that's much more mainstream and easier to understand, especially when it comes to making choices around purchasing and also choices around investments.
As we move into the fourth year of this initiative, the UKGBC team, with support of our ANZ partners, will continue to push boundaries and accelerate this transition through developing additional guidance, working to standardise the industry's approach to net zero, and showcasing viability and real-world solutions through case studies.